G'day everybody, Aussie Dave here. I thought I'd do a short video on shooting antique rifles, and I just finished doing up this rifle here. I've had it for about 5 years now. I got it off a mate for about $100, and it was amongst a pile of old guns that were just sitting in a bucket rusting away, and I spotted this one. I thought, geez, this is an unusual looking firearm. And I gave him $100 for it, and it was a steal really, because there's one of these in poor condition on an American used gun site, and they're asking $1,600 US for it. And this one's a lot rarer, and it's in a lot nicer condition. I did a what do they call it, a slow rust bluing on it after I draw filed the barrel, and I finished the stock in True Oil. What else can I say? Okay, now it's in a very odd calibre, and I'll just tell you a bit about antique rifles in Australia. Now, if you want to own an antique rifle in Australia, you don't need a shooter's license, and the firearm doesn't have to be registered, but there's a couple of conditions that go with that. It either has to be like a muzzle loader or a flintlock type thing. It's got to be made before 1900. And it can't use metallic ammunition that's still in production. Now, this firearm was chambered in 4.42 Kangaroo, which is that they stopped making that in 1910, and you can't buy the ammunition anymore for it. The closest thing you can get to it is the 4.42 Bulldog, which is this little bugger here. When I got the rifle, there was actually some ammo with it as well, but none of it worked, of course, because it was more than 100 years old and black powder. The little ones, the 4.42s, Bulldogs, they were bird and primed, and I couldn't get the bird and primers for them anymore. They were an odd size. So what I did is I machined out the bottom of the case to take a shot shell primer, and they worked quite good, but I've only got a handful of them. But that round there was actually made from 303 British brass, and it was a bit of a chore. I had to machine down the rim of the case, and it uses a heeled bullet, 4.42 bullet. There was a bloke on a hunting forum that cast me some of those up. Now, with the 303 I had to trim it, and I also had to machine the inside of the case, because 303 brass is quite thick down near the base. Then I had to fire form the cases, because they're slightly tapered, and in the end you ended up with something like that. And I'll get up close. So that's the one I made, if you look there, and that's the original. So they're pretty darn close. If you look there, they shoot a 220 grain bullet. I'm actually using what is it, 6 grains of unique powder. With the little ones I'm using about 3 grains, and they go quite well actually. There's not much pressure with them. Now the Martini action's very strong, and it can handle it, so I've got no fear about shooting these in it. But what I'm going to do now is I'll fire a couple of shots through it, and I'll see how she goes. I'll shoot old Ned Kelly target over there, and what else can I say about it? Yeah, just about the rules again. Alright, antique firearms. So yeah, if I'm going to shoot this, you need to have a shooter's license, alright? That's the one rule they have, and you've got to keep them locked up, of course, like any other firearm. So I'm going to fire a couple of shots through this now, and we'll see how we go. But I'll just put my safety gear on. So I was using another old antique rifle in 32 rimfire, and that bloody pierced the primer, and I wasn't wearing safety glasses, and it bloody near blinded me. So got to be careful, just the same. Alright, now, hang on, got to put on my appropriate hat. Look like the Jumanji man. Alright, I'll try one of the little babies first. Chuck him in there. Okay, I should have set my bloody table up first, shouldn't I? Oh shit. Hang on. Get him out of there. Bloody hard shooting with the hat on. Yep. She works alright. And worked quite good. A couple of bullets rolled off the table. So that was the 3 grains of unique. Try this one. I'll do an offhand shot. Yeah. Oh, like a misfire. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, what I noticed, I'll just hold on for a sec, because you can get a delayed firing. The firing pin spring in this gun too is very weak, and I reloaded some of the cases with pistol primers to get around it, but I'll probably have to get a new firing pin spring for it. And that was actually a shot shell primer in that one, same as this one. I'll try some of these pistol primers. These should go good. All right. Fuck, another one. Oh well, that's the joys of an antique fucking rock. Fuck. Whoa. She went off then. Fuck, that was lucky. Try another one. Fucking hell. I'm not going to open this one for a while yet. Fuck, that went like a semi-auto. Ejected for me and everything. Fuck, I hope it doesn't do it again. Yeah, so it's just nicking the primer. So yeah, it's very poor firing pin strikes on the primer. I'll have to sort that out. Now that was quite interesting. I found that case that blew out. It's all sooty, and the primer's backed out a little bit, much like on a semi-auto that ejects cases out sometimes, and the lock time's a bit slow or something, you know, like. Yeah, I'd say as soon as I opened the action, she fired, and then she came out the top of the action and over my shoulder, so very lucky. Now that was actually a rifle primer on that one, and same as the one that misfired here. So I've got a couple of pistol primer ones here. They're the Winchester primers, and we'll see how they go. Alright. Okay, let's go. Lucky I didn't damage the action as well. Alright. Starting to flinch a bit now. Alright, hang on. Yep, fucking bullets rolling off the table. Yeah, she works alright. Yeah, that's definitely the go. Getting better strikes on the primers with the pistol ones. Alright, I'll just put my Jumanji hat back on. See if I can hit the paper target. Ooh, she's shooting a bit high. Shooting probably, I'd say about 6 inches high at probably 20 yards. So yeah, sights have to come down a bit. But I don't want to use all these because I want to take the gun out, see if I can get a pig with it. See how she groups. Yeah, definitely shooting high, and it was only about half an inch away from the other one. One more. Probably be alright for 50 metres. Oh well, it made short work of that old tin of tomatoes. What was that poem I heard years ago? To market went my brother Jim. Someone threw a tomato at him, and tomatoes are soft and they do bruise your skin. But this one hit Jimmy, was wrapped in a tin. Morning everyone. Yeah, this is the last morning of the trip, and I almost didn't get up this morning. Had a bit of a piss up last night. Got into the bar at the cabin. Started out with a couple of beers, then a couple of bourbons, then a couple of gin and squashes, and then I think I finished it up with one ouzo and coke, and then a Bailey's and milk at the very end. So I was a bit seedy this morning when I woke up, and it was about 2 degrees. It was real frosty outside, and I got up a bit late. It was about 7 o'clock, and I thought, oh, I'll just go for a walk down along the track with the rifle. I had 2 bullets left, and I ended up getting a nice good pig with it, good sized boar. And I'll just give you a warning now. I'm going to show a dead pig here, so if you don't like hunting, turn away. And alright, nice sized pig. Okay, so what had happened is I come walking down the track there, and he was feeding over on the side paddock over there, just digging up dirt and stuff like that. So I got to within about 20 yards of him, and I let him have it. Second last bullet went in through the chest. Not much of an entry wound. On the other side, a little bit of blood, but it's a complete pass through. I'd say it didn't mushroom much. And he kicked up the dirt behind him. I thought I shot over the top of him. I was cursing, and then I heard him take off down the scrub down there, and then I heard some crashing in the bushes, and I thought, oh, maybe I got him. And I walked down and had a look, and yep, and there he was there, lying there. Now his tusks aren't real big, but they'd still make a mess here. And he weighs about, I'd say about 80, maybe 90 kilos. I had a bit of trouble lifting him up. I'll just lay the rifle down here. Just if I lift him up a bit. See, he's bloody big fat bastard. Been eating a lot of sheep and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll whip the legs off him, guys, and he'll be dog tucker, so he won't go to waste. And for all the people that don't like hunting out there, these are a real pest in Australia, and cause a lot of damage to agriculture. And you're actually, if you're a landowner, you're required to control them. So it might seem a bit cruel, but it's the only way. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I was quite happy with the rifle. Isaac and Hollis and Sons, made 1880 to 1885. So that's about 38 years old, shooting a 4.42 Kangaroo. So yeah, if you've got an old rifle, it's worth doing it up and getting out there and having a go with it. It wouldn't be my favourite hunting rifle. Like, the sights on it are terrible for my eyes, and you know, but for a novelty thing, it's a bit of fun. Alright, so hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Keep watching. I'm going to do a video shortly on this abandoned hunter's cabin that I found a few years ago up in the woods up there, and should be interesting for you to watch. Alright, so bye for now.